Hey guys, my name is Jessica, and today we will be doing a reading here. The reading is going to be based on healing a situation that's really just stressing you out when it comes to your love life. So these cards, pick a card here. We've got the different piles here, and really sit back and think about like which pile is calling to you. That way then we can review, what's going on, what potential things you should be looking at in regards to your stressful situation, and hopefully give you a little bit of a different perspective. That way you can move forward and not be stuck in the same spot that's stressing you out. If there's a way to move, then I'd like to help you move. So go ahead and pick a card. The timestamps will be down below, and I will see you in your reading. Hi Pile 1! You have chosen the deck with the Tarot of Atlantis as well as the Fool's Gold Pyrite stones. So we've got some cards already pre-drawn out here for you. And so let's find out what's going on and we'll get some details. I also will have some oracle cards here that we'll get some specifics on. So let's get started. All right. So this is what's going on in your life that's actually stressing you out. And then these are the clarifiers on that to get some specific details. Okay. So we've got a Three of Wands, a reversed Ten of Swords, the Two of Pentacles reversed for the current situation. Yeah, so what this is looking like, because this is, again, this is in regards to your love life, right? So it's in regards to your love life, and you are looking at your life and you're like, I expected so much more. You're waiting for something. You're waiting for something. That's this Three of Wands right here talking right here. This is the card that I call my, law of not affirmation, the law of attraction card. So because this talks about waiting for something to come in that you know is coming. You know something else is out there for you. Something deep, deep down inside you is calling your name, basically. So this Ten of Swords here reversed, it basically talks about how you're over it. You're over it, and you're just basically ready to move past everything. You've gone through all the pain. You're about ready to make that final decision, and it's still kind of stressing you out. You're still kind of stressed out about the whole thing, but it's like you're coming to that acute point of where you're going to make that crossroads, right? Where you have to go, okay, I'm going to make this decision. Because right here with this reversed Two of Pentacles here, this is you not really wanting to have anything to do with it. You don't want to carry it anymore. You don't want to be juggling it. You don't want to be like chewing on it in your head or anything like that. So you're about ready to make this decision about what's going on in your life, with your love life. There's something that you're like, I expected more. It could be anything having to do with your love life. So this could have to do with, your partner's job. It could have to do with your partner's way that they treat you. It could have to do with, like, I expected more from my damn wedding, bitches. Kind of, that, it could be anything like that. So this right here talks about, right here, because this is, I expected more. I'm standing back waiting, right? Standing back waiting with this Three of Wands. This right here, this is why. This is the reversed Tower card. You are so scared of the change. It is freaking you out. It is freaking you out. But it's going to be a giant change with this Tower card being here. So it's going to be huge. And that it's going to be something that's really jarring as far as like the decision that you're trying to make. So this, we've got the reversed Devil card here for the explanation of the Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is you disconnecting from it. No longer holding on to anything anymore. You're not holding on to the situation. You're really kind of letting go. You're not particularly attached to it anymore. It's not something that you're really thinking about, and it's more like you're becoming more indifferent. Okay, so one of the things that's really dangerous, so love and hate aren't necessarily dangerous, but indifference sure is. And indifference means that you just don't care anymore. So that's a possibility, that's how you're feeling in regards to this. You just don't care anymore with this, and you've let go of your bonds to this situation. You've let go of it. So to explain this Two of Pentacles reversed here, we've got the Five of Wands reversed. You're just not even fighting for it anymore. Not even fighting for it anymore. You're like, nope, I'm not even going to fight. It doesn't even matter anymore. You don't want to carry this. You don't want to carry the load. You don't want to keep thinking about it. Yep. And you're just like, the fight's puddled out of you. The fight has puddled out. You're just done. You're done with it. And you're just sitting on it, and you're waiting on this whole thing because you're scared of this drastic change right here. So this is what's holding you back. This is what's prompting you to move forward. You know there's so much more out there. You know there is. And this right here is what's holding you back. So the thing is that in cases like this, it's one of those, you need to have courage. And courage isn't a definition of not having fear. You're going to be terrified. But the thing is, the courage is doing it anyways. All right, let's get some details regarding this here. So we've got messages from Spirit, just to give you a little, a couple of ideas of what to do here. Maybe another piece of perspective as well, too. So, all right, for pile one, please. There we are. Okay. We've got 3. Good job. Okay. So we've got choose to be with someone who loves you, supports you, and never makes you feel small. Oop, make that focus, sorry. Never makes you feel small. Absolutely. So this person that you're with may not have made you feel this way. For some of you, that's the case. Some of you, it absolutely is the case. But if it's not someone who actually makes you feel small, they don't help you grow either, okay? Growing is important. You need to be able to grow, or it needs to be easy enough of a relationship that you're still interested and you guys don't fight, you don't do anything like that. It should be okay. Recognize the need to create healthy space between you and someone who is unhealthy. It's really kind of sounding like somebody that you're with is unhealthy for you, and you know that you deserve better, right? And here's the good one. You are a pillar of strength and capable of overcoming obstacles. 100%. You're absolutely able to do this. You can. You can. If there's practical matters that need to be addressed, then, you'll get through it. You'll survive. You'll survive. I bet that you have a giant support group around you. You have a giant support group around you that you can lean on, and that will help you. I have a feeling that they may not know that you're thinking about this. So you may want to talk to some of them. Just, run it by them and everything. Not necessarily for approvals. I'm not saying for approvals, but to let them know in case something, goes sideways and you need a place to crash on the couch. So definitely that here. And I've got, let's find out here from the Moonology Oracle as well. Get some specifics. Ooh, okay. All right. So we've got hold your vision. Keep it in your sight. Know what it is that you want. Keep it in your sight. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. in regards to this one, because this one, it sounds like you're trying to do something for yourself. But the thing is that think of it this way. So here's another perspective for you. What if your person you're with is kind of unhappy too and they just never told you? What if that's the case? Time to give them the peace, because you know what? You had no idea that they were thinking this. And you know what? If you're both thinking it, okay, it's time to give that person peace too. All right, and show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Absolutely. This is all about like being true to yourself, okay? Being true to yourself, not sacrificing yourself to be true to yourself. And it never fails to satisfy your life. And the thing is that, I hear a lot of people say, oh, but it's going to hurt them, but it's going to hurt them. Sometimes life does hurt. It's not that, it didn't stop them from hurting you. So if nobody's going to live your life for you, who is? All right. Step out of your comfort zone. This is the North Node. So the North Node in astrology is basically so it's in your chart, right? It's in your chart. If you look at what that sign is, that is the characteristics that your lifetime you are trying to accomplish and master, okay? For example, my North Node is in Cancer, which means my South Node is in Capricorn. I have a lot of Capricorn abilities and, ways of looking at things, along with my Capricorn Venus, so that helps too. But I have a lot of ways of being Capricorn. I'd make a really good Capricorn, but I would not make a good Cancer. I would not make a good Cancer at all. And so the thing is that I know that that's my challenge, is to try to be more loving and affectionate and be a very, very attached person who loves their affection and stuff like that. Me, I don't really care. Don't get me wrong, everybody likes their affection and stuff, but Cancers are very particular about it. They're very mothering. They're very, anyways, you're getting my point. I'm rattling on about that. So step out of your comfort zone. Look up in your chart what your North Node is, okay? And find out the details of what that sign is, or who they are, the defining characteristics of that sign, and try to be that way. Try to focus on being like that. And you know what? That may just help you in this situation. So, all right, Pile 1, I believe that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. If you did enjoy this, please subscribe, like the video, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. You guys chose the selenite heart that we've got right here. And let's get started. So this is some pre-selected cards here for you, and then also I will be taking a look at some oracle cards as well as I see fit in accordance to your reading. So let's take a look, see what's going on. Okay, so we've got the Fool reversed, the Hierophant reversed, and the Devil. Good night, guys. Now, so these cards below here are explaining this and kind of giving a little bit of clarity regarding what's going on. So we've got the Two of Pentacles, we've got the Star, Judgment reversed, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. Actually, let me scoot this up here so you can see it. So what we've got here, Pile 2, is, so with what's going on in your situation with your love life, right? Because this is what's stressing you out, and what kind of new perspective we can provide to help you move on and get past whatever you're stuck with. So this situation, it's looking like you're afraid of the connection, frankly. You're afraid of the actual connection, but you're really enjoying the physicalness of it. So we've got the Fool reversed here. Full reverse basically indicates, a nervousness to start anything serious. A nervousness, kind of just, you've got emotions that are in the way when it comes to making certain changes that you're looking at. And right here with this Hierophant card here, we've got, the Hierophant reversed, which this talks about like marriage and other those type of contracts with somebody else. So you're really iffy. So this situation that you might be in might be one that you've been in for a little bit, but you're just like, I don't know if I want to really sign the marriage contract with this person. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to move in with them. I don't know, basically taking the next step in your relationship. So that's kind of really stressing you out with it. But boy, you're really enjoying the fun times. So we've got the Devil card. The Devil card does personify a lot of, I'm going to say, lusty things, as well as sometimes it can indicate like codependency type situations, but I really don't think that's the case with these two, because if it was codependent, these would be flipped around. You'd be like, yes, please give me that marriage contract. But so that's not the case in this case. I believe that you're having a good time being with this person, in lusty type situations, enjoying the physicalness of it, but you're feeling kind of attached to this person. So you are feeling attached in regards to this, and you're kind of stuck when it comes to this stuff. Whatever this piece is, there's one little piece and you're like, but boy, I don't want to do anything else. But you've got this one little piece that you just can't quite let go of. This is what's making the relationship work, which is kind of scary, right? Because this is the Devil card. You don't want the Devil card guiding your life. It doesn't mean it's demon or anything like that. It doesn't mean that. It just means that it's stuff that's potentially not quite healthy. So let's see. So what we've got for an explanation here, we've got the Two of Pentacles right here. So yeah, you're trying. So what's right here underneath is because it's underneath the Fool card, right? It's underneath the Fool card. So again, we're going to be playing with these because typically I do 3 cards, but 4 came out and I decided to take it. So you've got a choice that you're making with this Two of Pentacles. You've got a choice that you're making that it has to do with this Fool card, right? So that has to do with this new beginning, trying to take a new step. You're like, I don't know, I'm juggling it. I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to do this. Kind of one of those things. You're kind of you're hoping for some good results from this, but I feel like you're thinking that you're being a bit naive. You feel like you're being a bit naive. No, this isn't going to work. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be a great thing. And this card right here ties together both the Hierophant and the Fool card. So this is the Marriage card and this is the New Beginnings card, right? Marriage or next step of a relationship. And you're just like, I'd love for this to work out. I would love for it to be more amazing than I thought it was. But I feel like I'm being kind of naive about it. I feel like I'm being kind of floaty. So what's happening is that right here, what you're doing is we've got the Judgment card reversed, okay? This is divine intervention kicking in. More so than karma, I'm going to say. It's like you're sitting back and you're waiting for that divine flash of something to happen that causes something to happen between this stuff. So again, it's connected to the Hierophant as well as the Devil card. And you're waiting for something to happen in regards to these two. To this attachment, to this awesomeness, but this marriage or whatever, this lack of wanting marriage type stuff. Lack of connection. You're looking for some sort of flash of brilliance or something like that. Or something to come through. The universe works in so many different ways. It's hard to say what it would be, but that's what you're waiting for. You're like, well, one day the answer will come to me. It's kind of one of those things. So the last one we've got here, and it's associated with the Devil card again here, is we've got the Knight of Wands reversed. So it's like you're in a holding pattern. You are in a holding pattern. You don't really want to move forward with this situation. You're not wanting to move forward with it. And that's okay. You don't have to. This right here says that you probably will get some sort of, I'm going to say, flash of brilliance, okay? You will probably get something like that. But the thing is that it may not be in a very good way. So a lot of times when these come in, tower moments follow, okay? The Tower card means drastic, catastrophic change. So it could be something ridiculous, like you walk in on somebody sleeping around on you. You know what I mean? So if you can take the action on your own, I would recommend doing so. That way then it's under your terms and not under, you know, the universe's terms to be like, well, so-and-so must go through this right now, so we're going to do this right now. You don't... So many of us, we have those all the time because we strain against what our path is. We strain against it and we feel stress and pain and heartbreak and all this other stuff. You know, pain and heartbreak is part of the path, but at the same time, if you resist against it for long enough, it's going to continually beat you in the face, okay? This is where it comes and beats you in the face with this card, with this Judgment reversed. So just keep in mind in regards to that, you may want to start making a decision if this is worth sticking around for, maybe potentially making that next step that you're looking at. Reassess this. Why is it that you don't want to make this next step? You feel like you're being naive, you don't really have the greatest feeling about it. So really dig deep. Find out why it is that you think this isn't going to work. Why? Does it remind you of an old relationship? Does it remind you of like a friend's relationship with somebody else or something like that? And the thing is that, you know, if it reminds you of an old relationship, is it actually that relationship? Is it actually true that that's the same thing? So listen to your inner guidance on that. It will tell you. It will tell you. So let's get some messages from Spirit. Some healing messages from Spirit. That way then we can get a little bit more insight on this. This one. Okay. Yeah. Processing emotions is step one to healing them. This right here is telling me that you might have something from your past that's bugging you. It's bugging you and it's making you think that this isn't going to work. Okay? It's making you think that you're being naive when you may not actually be, because something's really holding you to this, okay? Something's really holding you to this situation. It could be, you know, lusty stuff. It could be something else. It could be your soul holding you to it, right? Just be like, no, stay here until you figure these emotions out, because that your soul does do that. So that's, I'm kind of glad to see that, because that's actually very true. Very, very true. So let's get some, now we're going to go with the Rebel deck here. This deck can be actually very, very straightforward, in your face recommendations. So what's the advice here for pile 2? There we go. All right. So we've got, you need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. Yes. Yes, it is. But also what this is saying is that I'm betting that if you were to go out and get some activity, as well as dig deep into your metaphysical side, okay? Dig deep into your metaphysical side. Dig deep and meditate and look deeper within. This deck doesn't say, look deeper within. This deck says, you're being shallow, shut the fuck up. That's what this deck says. So, In this case, it's one of those, you need some yoga. What does yoga do for you? It balances and centers you, right? It balances and centers you. It helps you gain some perspective because you've been balanced and centered. Breathing deep and relaxing a little bit. So breathing deep. And you know what? There's many times that some old memories will pop up that'll help you process what's going on. Help you process what's going on. All right, let's do from the Avalon back here. One more card. All right, what's the advice for pile 2, please? Advice for pile 2. All right. This is the risk card. This means that this is your time. You've got a risk in front of you. And you know what the thing is, that maybe in the past you've been the type where you're just like, I don't really care for taking risks. That's not for me. I don't enjoy that. I don't want to do any of that stuff. And you see that this is a risk to you because something deep and down, probably this inner child that you've got going on here, the one that you think is so naive, I bet that inner child is terrified of this. So it is a risk to you that you do want to consider taking. Some risks are meant to be taken, and this is just one of those times in your life that you're going to have to figure out a way to get through it. Because either way, the situation's here, whether you like it or not. It's here. It's not just going to go away and disappear, unfortunately. So if only our problems all did that, that'd be wonderful. But yeah, so this is basically saying this is a risk that you need to take. Definitely look at everything. Dig deep down. I'm going to say look into your inner child stuff. Now, a lot of times that digs right down into your past, okay? Right down into your past. Any potential inner child healing that you need to have done. And it'll help you move forward. It'll help you gain a little bit of perspective in regards to your person and your relationship with them. So, all right, pile 2, that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And if you did like this, please subscribe and hit the like button. And I'd love to see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi, pile 3. You guys chose the fluorite stone. Very pretty. I always like those colors. All right, so we've got some pre-selected here cards for you. That way then you don't have to sit and watch me shuffle. And so what we're going to start with is with the details of what it is that you're stressed out in regards to your love life. And then we're going to go into some, clarifications on why is that happening. What is it? That way then you can kind of understand a little bit more and maybe help give you a little bit of different perspective regarding what's going on with this situation. So let's get started. So we've got the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that's what's going on currently. And we've got 4 cards. Okay, great. We've got the 9 of Wands down below, the 6 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so this situation kind of looks like yeah, so what it's looking like to me, so with the 6 of, I read everything as far as like, I'm going to say like a sentence. I put it all together, right? With the 6 of Wands, you love this relationship that you're in. You love it. You love it. But it's stressing you the hell out. Why? Because you're waiting for something. You are waiting. And I think that you have expectations on this person. You have expectations. We've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This right here is telling me that you've got a situation where it is, you're wanting to feel more comfortable in regards to this relationship. More comfortable in it. what really brings to my attention here with this Queen of Pentacles card is that she is the most comfortable of the queens. She is the most solid, the most committed, and she's in a committed relationship that isn't going anywhere. I feel like, based on all this stuff going on here, I feel like you love this, but you're waiting for a bit more commitment from this person. A bit more commitment. Now, that could be where you actually want them to, ask you to marry them or move in with you, or basically take that next step. That basically indicates that you guys are more committed to each other, and it's a relationship, and you're feeling, that is coming, but it's really stressing you out. Because I feel like there's a bit of, I'm going to say, insecurity, worries about it with this Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, you can see how this guy's all like guarded and shit. He's going to beat the shit out of whoever comes up, right? So this is your ego right here. Got it? This is your ego. This is you basically saying, if this doesn't happen, my ego is going to come up and start beating up on things. And usually your ego is beating up on you, right? Because if this doesn't happen from your person, say you don't get that, next step offer from your person, your ego is going to be like, boy, what kind of bad person are you? What did you do wrong? Right? So you're really, it's stressing you the hell out that it hasn't happened because your ego's beating you up. Your ego's after you on that. And so, because the Six of Wands always talks about ego as well. This is, talking about pride. Pride and just like, I love this whole thing and look how great and pretty it is, that kind of thing. And it's almost the same thing, but this is the positive side, this is the negative side. So, we've also got the Six of Cups here. Six of Cups. What I see, so either you want to have children with this person, or I even just now heard that there could be like an adoption scenario happening. As far as like, say there's a child that wants to be adopted by your partner or something like that, because you've been with your partner for X number of years or whatever. I feel like some sort of child type situation is playing a part here. And you're expecting this stuff to happen. And you're super excited for it. Super excited, but you're like, it's not happening yet. Why not? So right here, with the Seven of Swords reversed here, this is the Truth Giver card. So you have done the wonderful work of realizing that yes, you are waiting for this to happen. You're waiting for this expression of commitment and security from this person. You're waiting for it with that. And the thing is that it took you a while to realize that that was actually something that you really wanted. If it's like, say it's the adoption scenario, just for speaking purposes. If it's the adoption scenario and everything, you didn't realize how much it would have actually meant for you for this to happen. For your child to have, another parental figure in their life, which is awesome. That sounds amazing. But you're finding that, like, in realizing this is actually helping you actually kind of calm down a little bit about it. It helps you kind of relax and sit back for a little bit, but it's still kind of stressing you out. Don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be so urgent, if that makes sense, because you're coming to your truth in regards to it. There's nothing getting by on this. You're going to see everything. So then also here, we've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. So Five of Pentacles reversed connected to this Queen of Pentacles reversed here. So, like, because you don't want to be alone, don't want to be out in the dark, right? So this could, again, it could be like a marriage scenario, it could be, that adoption thing. It's this whole not being alone. It's this whole being inside with, with the family that's inside this house right here, rather than out in the street freezing your ass off. Because there's a commitment and there's family. There's a big theme of family here. Big theme of family that's coming through here. And you're wanting it to become more, I'm going to say cohesive. Cohesive and less separate is the word that I want to come up with here. Less separate, I guess you could say. All right, so let's do this here. I'm actually going to get some details, some messages from the heart for your person, okay? Excuse me, in regards to this situation. So any messages that come through will be from them directly, from their higher selves. What's the message for pile 3's person in regards to this reading, please? What's the message for pile 3 from their person, their person's higher self? All right. Look at that. You are all I desire. Oh, come on. I like it. And it's like I can totally feel the relief right now. I feel like, oh, thank God. And so let's do one more. One more message from pile 3's person. Pile 3's person's higher self for pile 3. Here we go. Okay, all right. We see this from two different perspectives. This explains why you're waiting so much. Here, pile 3. This explains why you're waiting. Your person sees it a different way than you do. You may be aware of what this way is, but what you may want. But if you aren't aware of that, I'm going to highly recommend you have an honest talk with your person, and just say, you know what, we're not matching on this. What's the difference here? What can we do? Have that discussion. There's no question that they want to be there. Okay? There's no question that they want to be there. But I'm going to say that there may potentially be some inner struggles going on with your person. There may be some inner struggles that have to do with this commitment happening. Whatever this commitment is, there may be some inner struggles related to that. They're concerned about it. What does this mean for me? Do I think this relationship's going to go long enough? Do I think that this is actually a good thing for whatever? So there's a lot of deep down things, and maybe they've had bad experiences in the past, and that's affecting them. It could be any one of that. So I'm going to recommend have a strong discussion with them in regards. I say strong meaning like, don't be like, honey, so is there anything like that? And they're like, no, honey. And then you drop it. That's not strong. Nope. We've got to have a full-on discussion. Just be like, I don't understand your position. Can you tell me what you think? A lot of times if you leave it open-ended like that, it helps people actually like tell you what they're thinking. My husband likes to do that to me. So he likes to do that to me. He'll be like, oh, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yes. Everything's fine. And then suddenly I'm like, I don't think it's actually fine. And so then when I finally nail him down on it and just say, dude, okay, so tell me what you think about this situation. Tell me where you stand. And when I do that and don't impose what I want, he actually tells me where he wants to be. So maybe stand back and let them tell you what they want rather than, what you want, and then have them respond to what you want. You should ask them just, without saying anything about what you want, just ask them what they want. And everybody likes to feel heard. Everybody likes to feel heard. All right, what's the advice here from Spirit? Messages from Spirit. Here we go. This one. Here we go. Vulnerability is strength. Abso-freaking-lutely. Vulnerability is strength. I'm going to do one more. So we know that vulnerability is strength, because the thing is that when you find your vulnerable spots, those are the spots where you tend to react, right? Those are the spots where you tend to react. Focus on those. Focus on them and find out why it is that you feel that sensitive about that spot. Because a lot of times, if you really like dig deep down and be like, oh yeah, because that reminds me of when I was 5 years old and blah, 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 blah. It goes on with some memory that you have. Well, when you like actually review the memory like in detail, say with somebody you trust, boy, it makes such a giant difference, and suddenly the trigger is gone. It's incredible. It's an incredible trick. I love the trick. All right, one more message from Spirit, because Jessica's just rattling on here. One more, please. One more for pile 3. All right, that one. Okay. Here we go. Be careful of compromising yourself just to be connected to someone. You are never alone. So, I mean, as soon as I was reading this, it made me think of this card right here. This 5 of Pentacles that's reversed. Because the thing is that you don't want to be alone. You don't want to not be in this committed situation. So something... Find out what that different perspective is. I think that's going to be an important piece here. All right, and then let's check the Moonology here. See what's coming up here soon for actual action. What's the action points here for pile 3, please? Action points. All right. All right. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. So pay attention to what it is that you want, and have faith that it'll happen. Don't question it. Don't fight against it with this 9 of Wands that's underneath here, right? Oh, we've got a lot of cards here. Shoot. Prosperity lies ahead. We've got the new moon in Taurus. I like it. Prosperity always lies ahead when you have faith in your dreams, when you have faith and you follow your spirit and your heart. Prosperity always lies ahead. Confidence is your key to success. This is the new moon in Leo. Act like a Leo. Be confident. You know that you deserve this. You know that this is going to happen. So even if your person says, you know, we see this from 2 different perspectives, and basically they're just in a not right now, I don't want to right now because COVID sucks or something like that. You know, I'm just throwing out some random thing. But if they say something like that, you know, just be confident. You know what? It'll happen one day, and it'll happen with the right person, even if it's not with this person. I'm not trying to say you guys are going to split. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm just trying to say be at peace, knowing that it will happen eventually with the right person. Trying to force something causes stress. Causes stress and kind of freaks people out. Expect powerful change. I like it. I like it. New moon eclipse. And nothing yet is set in stone. So yeah, this basically tells me that like your person may not have actually made a decision in regards to this. They may not have made a decision. So when you actually sit them down and have this discussion in regards to that, it may awaken them to be like, oh yeah, I did want to do that, right? It may actually awaken them to realizing, oh, I meant to do that a long time ago, but then all this other shit happened the last year. So that's good. Have confidence in your situation. Have confidence in you. Have confidence in your judgment on who you want to be with. Have confidence in that. And if you don't have confidence, why? You're like, well, my past kind of sucks. My past judgment sucks. Okay, great. We'll ask your best friend, see what they think. Because you know what? Your best friend has your best interest in sight. They want to make sure you are happy and healthy and everything. And if your best friend likes this person and thinks it's a good idea, wonderful. Have faith in that. Have faith in it. While you learn to have faith in yourself. All right, pile 3, that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And if you did like this, please subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye.